Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Xinfin Network, aka XDC. So let's just dive in. So I can't believe that I actually have to make this video. We've been seeing, a ton of comments around Xinfin. Is it a scam? Is, XDC just a blatant rug pull? Like, what just happened? And this is because there was a webinar, and it's actually this one here. So there was a webinar between Andre Casterman and Martin from Uphold, where they were basically talking about, the XDC network. They were talking about Xinfin, and there was an interesting thing that just came up, and it was this new token on the XDC network, and it is this stablecoin, Trada, however you want to pronounce it. And we do see here, soon, Fireblocks clients that leverage its all-in-one, blockchain platform to send, receive, custody, or stake digital assets will have access to XDC token as well as gain access to the XDC network's Trada token. And we do see, integration into the Fireblocks ecosystem is likely to fuel the next wave of access and awareness for the XDC network. Trade finance is an increasingly attractive asset class for institutional investors, and we anticipate more growth to come as, institutions seek to, benefit from the EVM-compatible XDC network, which has both a hyperscalable infrastructure and near-zero gas fees. Now, again, a lot of people were saying, don't know how any of this could be positive while holding XDC. The use case was trade finance. Now it's basically overturned by the same group of people who said it would be utilized for one reason and then change it to another token. Crazy. And a lot of people were saying legit question, and it would be nice, if it could be clarified at the next webinar. Yes, there will be another webinar to kind of clarify this. But honestly speaking, like when we really look at this, I think a lot of individuals are just kind of misinterpreting this fully and thinking that like XDC is not going to be utilized as a settlement token within trade finance or anything like that. Remember, right? The initial use case around Xinfin in regards to trade finance, right, was to tokenize and bridge trade finance. Digital documents. We look at digital documents becoming a huge thing. That is a major use case from Xinfin's side. When we really kind of look at things, will this stablecoin change the entire landscape of Xinfin and XDC's utility? No, absolutely not. Again, it is launching on the network. We know that the utility around XDC is a settlement mechanism for all the dApps built on here, including stablecoins as well. And we do see, the XDC token is the underlying utility token that powers the, blockchain itself. So anything moving over the blockchain will be utilizing XDC, very similar to Overledger Network with QNT. I've said this time and time again. There will be new tokens. Tokens will be launching. Do I believe that this Trada token is going to replace XDC entirely for trade finance? No, I do not. And a lot of people continuously, were talking and asking questions. Like, for example, this goes back to June 23rd. And then just recently, a few responses, came here from, to Andre Casterman, right? We do see, hello, Andre Kessman. With this new trade finance token, does this mean the end for like XDC? It seems like it's a gigantic rug pull for XDC holders. Thanks. Or it would be nice to hear more information before a gigantic rug pull. And we do see, remember, XDC network by Xinfin official is a layer 1 blockchain infrastructure supporting, various, coins such as XSwap, GBEX as well. To deliver specific use cases, which means XDC remains critical. This is in terms with the layers of value add as per OSI 7-layer model. And then, of course, we do see down here, we have always been lied to, or led to believe, sorry, I apologize, led to believe that the XDC token would be the trade finance. Now sounds like another coin will be specific to trade finance using the XDC network. That doesn't sound great for XDC holders. It sounds like trying to make more money by introducing another coin. And a lot of people were saying, like, did XDC, wasn't going to be utilized for trade finance anymore? Did they say that the new token, or what the new token is exactly? Could it, possibly be an XDC collateralized, stablecoin? Does anyone actually know anything? And this is exactly what it actually is. It is a collateralized stablecoin. And we do see down here, a few things around this, like nice, webinar, terrific information, big things coming, in the way of trade finance. Sounds like a new XRC20 token will be issued to bridge retail and trade. The XDC ecosystem is growing and thriving. The stablecoin, nothing has changed with regards to XDC use case. And we do see down here from Andre Kasserman, some tokens will extend liquidity to corporates directly, and that exists already, whilst other tokens will extend funding to banks and other types of originators. Risk and yields will be different, and you will have ample choice, all on the XDC as layer 1 blockchain. That's the goal. And of course, a lot of people are saying like, thank you for this. And then we do see, keep saying it's the goal for these assets to run on XDC network. Tells me, that potentially some may end up, on their own layer 1. Also, relegating, I believe that, I don't know if they were saying like regarding XDC to a gas fee token is not, good. Gas fee on XDC is basically 0. So that will drive real value, for XDC. Honestly, a lot of people are confusing XDC's major value proposition here. To me, it's very similar to other tokens that we have invested in. The token itself is derived from tokens on the network. And I do think that this response here is actually fairly, nice. Like, the value of XDC is tokens building on the XDC. That is basic, information. Yes, that's exactly it. Like, when we look at what Xinfin's utility is, it's a settlement mechanism for all the dApps built on Xinfin, but it also powers everything on Xinfin. This is why I've said anything that is happening around Xinfin, even if, for an example, the stablecoin comes out and it's going to be utilized as a trade finance mechanism in terms of like a settlement, right? It's still the idea that the XDC token is going to be behind it all. I've said this time and time again, but for the most part, we already have a clear image on what this token actually is. It is a collateralized stablecoin. The best way to really kind of look at it. And we actually do see here, I'm a bit confused by XDC Tech. I was expecting XDC to be the trade token. What is your opinion on that? Is this something good for XDC? And of course it is, from Andre Kasserman. Obviously, very, lackluster response, but, it is really kind of, giving you guys the confidence that, listen, it's still very good. Because, again, at the end of the day, anything coming onto the Xinfin network as a utility case or even, as a token is still driving volume and value behind the token itself that is acting as the settlement token. XDC is that. And of course, we do see over here, do you guys think XDC being mentioned as collateral in this Impo official demo just as fun? XDC token could be used as collateral and backed by real assets, which adds a lot of value to XDC token in the future. Don't be concerned with everything you see if you know what you hold. And of course, this is in response to that initial response from Andre Kasserman that I just mentioned over here, where it was basically like talking about some tokens. And, or actually, I think that this is a different response. This was basically just talking about the goal is to have all these trade assets and, these real economy tokens running on Xinfin. And a lot of people were, questioning it as well. But honestly, it's pretty simple when you look at it. Like, when we really kind of look at the potential behind XDC, it's very similar to like XRP within the, cross-border payment, scene. We do see instant settlement, send collateral with message XDC. Again, when we really kind of look at this, it's pretty simple to see where we are headed. I've talked to you guys about trade finance. Trade finance is the area that Xinfin is focused on. They are bridging that. And yes, do I believe that XDC will play a pivotal role? Yes, in regards to an instant settlement token, it is playing its key role. But there's also going to be other assets issued on the network. It's going to be a common practice, especially when you look at other tokens that have already launched. Like, for an example, even Comtech Gold just recently launched their token. These are all tokens that are specific to the network, sure, but I think that the main reason why this token has been getting a lot of spotlight is just simply because of the name around it. They think that it is going to basically replace everything around trade finance, and of course we do see it over here in regards to like, a trade finance talk from Fireblocks, for an example. And I think that this is like the idea that people think that this is just replacing, XDC. And a lot of people say like nothing more concrete. And then they, post this video here as well. I say an XDC collateralized, stablecoin. That's exactly what it is. Exactly what this is. Do I think that this is going to kill XDC? No. Do I think that, XDC or Xinfin is a rug pull? No. This is still very good for XDC's value as well as the network. And we also do see over here, XDC hybrid blockchain, no business data gets public. Here we have the private layer as well. Sensitive information and data, invoices, receivables, letter of credits, guarantees, bonds, collections. Like this is the private ledger basis, but then you do see the public ledger, or the public layer, sorry, which is, again, here we have it, risk mitigation, payment obligation, collateralizing, the payment obligation with community-driven digital asset. Again, this is what we are focusing on. Finance, concept of staking in decentralized finance, lending against digital asset as a collateral. You got to look at this. And then, of course, you do see like stablecoins down here in terms of like, payments, traditional banking channels, CBDCs, tokenized stablecoins. And then, of course, you do see synthetic, stablecoins as well. And this is but collateralized by digital assets on the network. Price pegged to USD Euro. This is what we should be focusing on, because this is essentially what this new token is. And again, this is actually pretty big for XDC. It's actually a fairly large use case. So with that being said, I really do think that a lot of individuals are just blowing this out of proportion. I don't believe that this is going to kill anything in regards to like XDC's value, driving success or, focus points. And there's going to be another webinar. I'm sure that they will probably address this, but like I've said, like a lot of individuals were commenting on this, responding to it, saying like this is just terrible. To me personally, like I think that a lot of individuals are definitely, kind of confusing things happening here. And yeah, with that being said, I hope that kind of clarifies a few things, my thoughts on it as well, because a lot of people were asking me like, what are your thoughts on this new, token? My thoughts are that it is a stable coin. It's going to most likely be collateralized by XDC. Is it going to be focused on the trade finance area? Who knows? I mean, it is at the end of the day, though, just a stable coin. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. It's been Nick. Peace out, guys.